Hey guys, today I'm going to be showing you some of the settings with the AI manager. So in this level, our AI manager is set up to spawn AI on the nav mesh. So we've got it set to spawn AI civilians. We're spawning 50 of them. The overlap check is just to make sure that you're not spawning two AI on top of each other or inside each other or anything like that. Spawn retries is so if it does hit another AI, it will try again to find a new location, and spawn retries is the amount of times it will try again before it gives up on that AI. So usually it will only ever have to check once or maybe twice, but if you have a very small level, that can be important because you might not be able to fit 50 AI in that level, for example. Then we have spawn times, so these are all 50 of these AI are going to spawn 1 second after the game starts, so that's our time. Then we have spawn time variation, so this just adds or minuses from the spawn time to create some randomization. Then we've got spawn rotation, so if random rotation is enabled, the AI will just face in random directions, and if it's disabled, you can set manually a rotation for the new AIs that are being spawned in. So next up, we've got the respawn settings. So our respawning is enabled. We've got our respawn time, so the amount of time between the AI dying. It will, if you're using one, it will wait 1 second, and then the AI will be respawned. And then you've got your time variation there to add or minus some randomization. Something to keep in mind though is the AI manager will only respawn AI that it spawned. So it will respawn these civilians that we spawn. If I was to place an AI in the level and they were to die, the AI manager won't respawn them. So just something to keep in mind. And last, we just got a debug settings, so this will just show the overlap check I was talking about earlier. It will just show those traces in the level for you if you wanted to have a look at that. So next we can take a look at our optimization settings. So I'm just going to hide these settings down here, and we can open these up. So I'm just going to explain what these do. So first we have use player proximity activation. Basically what this does is if the player is near an AI, it will activate the AI. So you can see down here we have an activation sphere size set to 5 meters and a deactivation at 10 meters. So what this means is if the AI comes within 5 meters, if the player comes within 5 meters of the AI, they will be activated, and then if the player's more than 10 meters away, the AI will be deactivated. Now you don't have to use this at all. If you don't want that to be a thing, this can just be disabled, and then your AI will be active all of the time, whether or not it's near a player or not. By default, this is all off, so you don't have to worry about changing anything if you don't want that. So that's what our player proximity activation is. And then here we've got some settings that control how deactivated our AI is. So hide deactivated AI means that once the AI is deactivated, it will be hidden. So its mesh won't be rendered, and it will pretty much shut down completely. Next we have pause deactivated AI. So if this is enabled, as soon as we're deactivating the AI, all of its behaviors, checks, anything to do with sight or reactions will all just be paused. We do this for optimization, so if there's no players nearby, there's no real reason this AI should be doing all of these checks. So there are two options we can play with. I'm going to enable this because I can quickly show you on this level how it works. And then lastly we've got AI start deactivated. So what that will do is when an AI is spawned or at the start of the game, it does a check to see if it's within, say for us it's 500. It does a check to see if the AI is 500 centimeters away from a player. If it's not, he gets deactivated. So that's what start deactivated will do. So if this is off, if I was to hit play now, our AI would be moving around until our player was in activation range and then left the left activation range, and it would deactivate them. So I'll show you this to start with, just to make it a bit easier. So I'm going to hit play, and we have our AI spawned in. Now you can see these guys are set to roam, but they're not doing anything because I'm not in range of any of them. But if I was to go close enough to this guy, you'll see he's activated now. And if I go far enough away, he's now deactivated, same as all the other ones. So obviously you probably wouldn't have a range as short as I do right now, because it doesn't really make much sense, but you can set it to a much higher value. But as you see, as I run around, our AI start to become activated. And so that gives you an idea of how that works. If I was to start the game without start deactivated enabled, what will happen is our AI will spawn, and you'll see they're all active, and they will be until I get close enough to one and then leave him again, and now he's deactivated. So that's what start deactivated will mean. Again, if the AI is, say he spawns right next to you, he will start activated because he's close enough to the player to do so. So that's our AI manager. You can play around with the settings, but with the optimization settings, you can actually get some pretty dramatic performance increases. Obviously this is just a completely open level, you can see all the AI, but especially if you're doing something like an enclosed map with corridors and stuff, this can really boost performance. So it's definitely something that I advise playing around with. Anyway, I hope that helps, guys. If you have any questions, leave a comment or join our Discord, and thank you for watching.